TV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
From New Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, June 17, 2024, where they bring this edition come to you this Monday morning. Me, Nasaktiyo Kalon.
And Musa Kamara Namiyanim, good morning. Inside the edition of the program Good Morning Salon, President Julius Marabiu don't call on Salon people for maintain peace during and after the launch of the Tripartite reports. The medical superintendent at the Pediatric Center of Excellence Hospital, Dr. Aishatu Mustafa, say this center get capacity for provide service to 10,000 Pikindem every year. And today inside the program Good Morning Salon, Radio Democracy go look inside the status of the Tripartite Committee, then work and the position of the All People's Congress APC party on the committee.
Well, this plus other story them there for you inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. And members say you listen away from we partner radio station then. And also this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, Naleo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy for bringing them come to you. From we different partner radio station, then we get the program live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio Wanje 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, and Voice of Maso na Pujon District. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of them by way I will send your message or comment to the number 077-981-981. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
And inside the program Good Morning Salon, we continue. We start to look at issues. We go to the chairman for the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, say the 2022 audit report shows 25 members of Parliament then being take $15,000 loan from the Salon Commercial Bank for buy sports edition Mutskadem, we did not buy. Talk this during the Public Accounts Committee hearing, where they go on now. Now the Parliament, who say member them, they look inside issues them now the 2021 audit report. For more on this, we join Cherno Chalo.
Inside the third day of the Public Accounts Committee hearing in a Parliament, we command them na the Bank of Salon, Woken Commercial Bank, and the Salon Commercial Bank. Now, the three different institutions, they will be appear before committee members them. For answer to questions, they will be make the name them in come up inside the 2022 audit report. Inside this hearing, the audit report been talk about different issues them where be happy at the Salon Commercial Bank, more especially team them where for do with how the bank not been follow the right process and procedure for grant loan to member of parliament them, staff them and self-corporate institutions them na the country. But our audit service salon be able to find out about this. More Lasana, the Assistant Auditor General na audit service salon.
Issue number 1, parliamentary loan. We sampled 25 parliamentary loans and noted the following. 1, supporting document for the loans granted in respect of building materials, furniture, cars, and rent paid were not on file. Life card, registration documents, and insurance covers were not cited. Number 2, corporate loan. We sampled 15 corporate loans and noted the following. 1, audited financial statements not seen or not updated. Board's approval and board's resolutions not cited. Staff loan. We sampled 37 staff loans and noted the following. Staff loan application form not seen. Missing credit committee assessment.
With this, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, chairman for the committee and self-deputy speaker in parliament, been come in and take responsibility. Say member of parliament them not produce life card for mutu card them where they say them buy because they not buy them mutu card and they.
I don't know of those loans. I don't know of building materials. I don't know of furniture. I know of cars. And the cars, the monies were given to us at the time when we came to parliament. Some of us were as broke as the church lads. So the only option that was available was commercial bank. They came to our aid. They gave us, it was 150 in the beginning. Then it was supposed to be $15,000 to buy World Sports Edition. So we took them. Some of us came with our old wicket vehicle. So we took part of it to maintenance those vehicles, and the others we had to deploy it in some other areas. So the area of the life card, it is squarely on us as members of parliament. We did not produce it on its own. So the issue of the life cards, thank God we paid the loans, but we did not buy the car.
But even with this point, from Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, Honorable Eonaruna Kuruma believes say that not for be excuse for make the bank give loan to member of parliament them or other people will not produce necessary documents then.
There are grey issues that we highlighted, which I want the bank to confirm, because I know, much as all other MPs, that no MPs goes for a loan without the clerk signing the letter. No MP goes for a loan to a bank without the CRB from the Bank of Sierra Leone. No MPs goes to a bank without the AG's approval. All of those processes we are being subjected to those processes before a loan is granted. So where are those documents that the auditors are saying that when they went for auditing, they didn't see any of those documents? So us, let that be clear. So if they are there, those can be clear. We have files. Every MP has a file. And those documents should be there.
This point, now one way Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte be in support, but say member of parliament them they take loan because they not get better condition of service. So we make him believe say it will reach them for make they look inside our service day.
The public should know what we are going to do every day as members of parliament. What they pay us is not much. It's 21,000. Yes, it's 21 million, and we have to pay party dues. When we are paid 21 million, yes, we have other allowances. We have something like facilitation. The facilitation is split in 3-4 payments. And before we receive them, we would have taken out loan to go and work for our people. We receive fare allowance. Sometimes we would have bought the fare like 6 to 8 months before we receive 1 quarter. So I am happy that we are saying this. It is good that we say that the public understand that we are not making millions here. There are a lot of people that came in these 6 parliaments. When they came, they were in shock. Today they are still living in shock. We're not going to time for don't say, I saw me there on a continue this now. Yes, no office space. We don't have place to sit. We are just roaming around.
Now we turn different statements here. The chairman of the Public Account Committee, Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, we use standing order 42 for top member of parliament them or any other person for talk on this issue, more especially the way we get for those member of parliament alone. And with this plenty people being CMC, the deputy speaker will act as the spokesperson for member of parliament them on this issue. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachang Najalo, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon will continue. Well, from that report today, inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, we will look at another issue. Outside the media consultants, na initiative for media development, Tangbateng don't say the training where they do on right to access information and sustainable development goal. Now for empower journalists them for use the right to access information law proper one. A talk this is our interview with Radio Democracy. We're able to talk about the training we initiative for media development and a right to access information commission with support from UNEXO gets for over 20 journalists in different parts of the country. We'll explain more about this training to a reporter, Mastan Swai.
The primary focus of this training now for see how we go give journalism capacity them for understand the right to access information law. The right to access information law it on there for quite a while, but one for know if journalism really they use this law because the law not only the journalists also there for the public.
All right, so what's the importance of this training?
It's training like now knowledge for them they understand say this training when we will empower the journalists and you go for use the law effectively because if you don't know how to use the law then you know go for utilize them very well. But now they don't can give them a lot of information. The right to access information don't can be able to give them a lot of provision inside the Act, the Right to Access Information Act, within the Act say how they go apply if they want information within things that they find and difficult from any public institution. Then get the procedure we then need for follow. So that's not the essence of why we bring them together, so that they go understand how the law they operates.
So una don't engage journalists them how una assess them level of understanding but the right to access law.
Yes, we want to say at certain level, some of them get an understanding, but some of them virtually not even know if the law ever they exist. Some of them also don't know, but they not ever don't use the law. Some will get one or two cases we don't share with you how they don't use the law and the challenges that we then go through in terms of really accessing the information. So it means the knowledge they, but they at a level where I think say with this training they go able to understand and they go able to utilize whatever information they don't get a year. And then going back to the various institutions, then also able to engage the public about this law, because the essence of this one where you know score the fund initiatives of media development now for see how they go continue for engage the public, the journalists, and so that they go no say there is a law, and this law it is for me, it is for the journalists, and also it is for the public, because it's very important. This law government don't pass them, parliament be done annex and the right to access information, and then they implement it. So then we come together for see how we all go raise awareness about the law, and so that the public understand what's in the law they're about.
All right, so what are some of the things them within inside this law?
One, the law, we get information they always want to say now classify information way than they know for any they make available to the public. The law also give rights to any individual for ask for any information what's not to classify information. Every public institution get right for make that information they available to that individual, either journalist or every other person. Then also they get to call proactive disclosure, which means the government institutions for the provide information, for the disclose the information, because that need to enhance accountability and transparency so that people will know what they do, how they do them. So then for they do on daily basis, but right to access information, now they engage over time for see how they're going to do this proactive disclosure, because a few institutions don't do them, but there are still challenges with some institutions do. So the right to access information will continue to engage those institutions. But with what we they do on this part, the training we don't provide to them journalism, and for really give them then they at an informed point for no say there is a law, and this law is available and there are provisions, and we get for work with these provisions if one forgets the information.
Just for give an overview, I know specifically the tripartite, but I get fair knowledge as far as waiting on the happen. And based on also the release we just put out recently as with regards to the work where they go on the, as we now all know, post June 2023 elections, the party been get issues, where result to the Bintumani conference. And in that conference, we all agree to things them where we now refer to as resolutions or agreements where both the government and the APC sign. And that agreements, they be get 8 resolutions then. Where resolution 1 will be addressed where His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio before give to the nation, and Dr. Samara Kamara as well, where that be don't happen. Resolution 2 be require we, the APC, for make sure say we elected officials then return and participate in governance, we don't happen as well. Resolution 3, most people they refer to as the tripartite, we actually been set up for examine with election systems processes and also come up with recommendations there. That committee they don't sit down, then work they go on, and the committee comprised of 15 people, 7 from the All People's Congress, 7 from the government, and then also we get another person when I just a co-chair from the if they not get the information, then it will be very difficult for make them able to present a holistic report to the president, and for let them able make recommendations we will be impactful and meaningful as far as electoral systems review concern. And so because of that, unless and until they're able to get access to their information, and they're not able to proceed. It could be difficult for them to make them proceed.
So, Sidi, you talk about una party with a part of the committee don't get challenged. At which stage of this whole process they may face some of them challenges?
Well, if I recall, a few days ago, or about a week or so ago, then they sent letter to ECSL requesting certain clarification on results where ECSL publish. ECSL respond back, but to them, that response did not be satisfactory, and still they hinder progress of the work where they want to do. So as a result of that, they come back to we at the party that they're not able to proceed. So at that stage, they feel say, they forget access to their information. And
so you said they send later to ECSL, you will be more clear, to review and listen at them. We know some of the concern will come out directly from APC.
Then in the letter we then sent to ECSL, they specifically ask for clarification. If we not recall, when ECSL been the announced result, they announced twice presidential result. They first give you 60% of the total votes, where they don't count, and then later the 100%. So then specifically in the letter make reference to that 60% where ECSL announced. Now in a request for, and they want clarification on that. But they don't get the clarification where they ask for, so then come back to we that is a challenge for them, and then they find them very difficult for proceed without that particular piece of information. They will then need for ensure say at the end of the day, then we're able to give a holistic report.
Okay, continue for stay with we. When we come back to you, we will look at more of concerns of the All People's Congress APC party for sake of the work of the Tripartite committee, as you have mentioned on the 19th. Then supposed for present this report to the president, but the APC don't suspend then participation within this mean to the work of the Tripartite committee. We will come back to you inside the studio. One for welcome the Deputy Justice Minister Wena Alpha Sise. We don't work with the Tripartite committee. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Musa, and good morning to the rest of the 98.1 crew.
Inside the edition of the program, we'll look at the work of the Tripartite committee and the position of the opposition, where they part of the committee as co-chairs them, but they don't pull a position statement. Before we can look at the position of the APC, what is the status of the Tripartite committee work as it stands?
Well, first, Musa, it's up to you, right?
Yeah, yes, sure.
Good. Thanks for the invite, and I'm glad for dinner. So with me brother, Sidi Yayah Tunis, schoolmates, and good for them and get this discussion here. So yes, the status of things at the Tripartite committee, I would say yes, as per the APC is the statement. We don't take a break for a few days. Because the APC issue a statement say that they suspend their participation in the committee until they receive certain things from the ECSL. But first, I want to make certain things clear. One, not that as a government, when we embark on this process, we not ever get into it thinking, say, it's going to be smooth. Whenever you get into the engagements here, so with another party, you get in knowing, say, yes, we get forget challenges along the way, and we don't get several challenges. Sometimes the public know they know, but the thing is, we don't learn for handling challenges here, so internally. I think this is not the first time we disagreements don't come out to the public, and we really believe in a thing where we go resolve. Within discussions for resolve this and really take this process here so to the finish line. I think say disagreements say between both sides about how they approach certain aspects of this work, and it's okay. So we really from government focus on driving this to a logical conclusion as detailed in the terms of reference. I want for states in very clear terms say one, another speak for the ECSL. I think the ECSL for able to speak for themselves. The only thing I will note, make the public know is that yes, the committee don't get extensive engagement with ECSL. The committee will make request to ECSL for provide, I think, about 30 documents. ECSL provide close to 20, about 20 of those documents. Some of them provide explanations, some them say they're not able to provide, right? And then ECSL, we actually invite ECSL as a committee. ECSL we interrogate ECSL for more than 5 hours. We saw we can get a chance for ask them all kinds of questions. So then issues also come up after one, ECSL, we don't provide information, a lot of information with the committee request, and we don't get this engagement here. So with ECSL for more than 5 hours, then this issue has to come up again.
So internally, they don't bring the issues to now. I mean, APC directly, the member them of the tripartite, or it just comes on as surprise at the stage?
No, well, I'm not going to say it come to me as a surprise. I will be very honest. So the point is, the way the committee don't work, we split ourselves into 3 subgroups. We get a group we focus on legal reforms. We get a group we focus on elections management. We get a group we focus on institutional reform. So by way of background, ECSL don't provide a lot of results, including the summary of the district results. We take to the final result we ECSL announce. They don't provide that. Now, after all of this, we colleagues on the APC side seek for introduce a document. We then say now a breakdown of the 60%. Where ECSL be announced as partial results, but it not been there among the documents that we ECSL provide. So we've been concerned about getting it included, and so the APC side say this document has on a thin way an ECSL official being post na the PPLC WhatsApp group on June 26 last year, but then we get 3 people in the committee within the PPLC WhatsApp group. 2 of them, they were not see them, including 1 person from the APC side. We say, inform me, don't crash. So now 1 person produced this within the PPLC group.
What's that PPLC group?
Political Parties Liaison Committee.
Okay.
We, get representatives from all the political parties. And then with ECSL. Now WhatsApp group where ECSL creates. So it say, them post standing. So, but then there was resistance from the end, say a document where you're not able to authenticate, ECSL not been provided, you can bring and come into, you know, admit them as part of the documents that would review. That never be the source of disagreement. So they move from the committee stage, subcommittee stage, then kind of the plenary. We get a lot of discussion. And so what we agree to was that we go right to ECSL. They ask them, 1, for ascertain whether that document is an official ECSL record, and then 2, for make them tell we if the answer is yes, how that document relates to the results we they announce. We agree, say we will write that, but we get disagreement first over certain things that will be included in the letter or not be included. So we take a break on a Thursday, and then we come back on Monday. When we come back on Monday, we prepared for make the letter go as we left them on Thursday, even with disagreements about waiting for the door, waiting for the. But at that time now, we brothers and we sisters at the APC side decide to say, then for make other significant additions to the letter. That's not been the source of the disagreement.
You see this as a genuine concern from the APC party for say them cause or then call where they make to ECSL and one way genuine or not for undermine the whole tripartite process?
Well, the point is, honestly, as a government official, I know one for cast aspersions on the APC as to what their motive could be. Definitely, I get my own views about how we got here. I really feel, say, if I want for say the honest truth, now that the documents same way ECSL don't provide for we, and the engagement, the more than 5 hours engagement we will get with ECSL, and then the other hours of engagement we will get with the security sector, with PPRC, with civil society, the one and the all really supposed for able take to conclusion of this.
So why didn't get an objection to the whole process?
Well, I mean, what I did also, go explain not to really the whole process, not just waiting them for get access to. And first, I could not say waiting will be originally discussed na the committee about the request to ECSL, certainly different from waiting in the APC press release, because in the letter where we draft, now before ask about that document, we then see a breakdown of the figures where the ECSL announced on June 26.
Now you mean the first phase of the result, we're not the 60%.
The partial results.
Yeah.
Now, waiting there ask for in the press release, now detailed breakdown of polling center, polling station results. Where that now ECSL for provide an explanation. I just not say going by the law. When we go by the law, the Public Elections Act, when ECSL counts now polling station and polling centers, the counting agents and the the party agents them, they all assign RRF forms, and then the RRF forms then they na their hand. Once it don't move from the polling center, it don't go now to the district and regional level, na certified summaries, and we'll talk about. And then, of course, it can at the national level, then tally and announce. So now the APC want for go for results announced, counted and announced, and we're not even announced, results counted at the polling station and polling center level for make we complete this work. We'll be also very clear when we start this exercise. We'll be very clear, say this not one audit of the 2023 elections. Make we really, as a country, be honest and know why we didn't ask.
So, quick one, we go for a break. We'll come back. You did tell me the status of who said the Tripartite committee in work day now, as you get from Sidi Yayah Tunis talk earlier, say then suppose for presenter on the 19th. With all this setback, is it possible for the Tripartite report to be presented on the 17th? We'll come back to you. We'll go for a short break inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Do you know you can transfer money, buy airtime, and pay all your utility bills in just a minute? You can have access to your account anytime, anywhere. Welcome to the world of fast and easy. GT Wall. With the GT Wall, you can transfer money from one GT account to another, pay utility bills, get account statements, get airtime, and check your balance. With GT Wall, you can buy Excel anytime, anywhere. You can go to App Store or Play Store on your iPhone and Android devices, download the app, and enjoy. GT Code. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue the country from 98.1 FM, and we bring you this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Musakama Namiyone.
And Saptiyo Kalon.
We come to Alpha CC, as you will explain the issue of the standoff between the All People's Congress APC party and the committee in work. But when we look at all this setback, and you say when I don't, they get plenty challenges them. As expected, this report for be before the president or for launch on the 19th. With all then setback, yeah, so is it possible for this report to be launched on the 19th? And take me through the current status of the Tripartite that work on this report.
Well, today Monday the 17th,
we
still get 2 days. I want for make Fambula no say the disagreements we don't come out in the public now for overshadow the amazing work with the committee, with the support of the experts and the international experts, and with the enough overshadow the work with the committee don't do with the help of the experts. We don't cover considerable ground, and really, because we don't do together the work through this process for about 6 months now, we really don't able to forget consensus on plenty things. Make this thing we don't come play out in the public, not give the impression to family and say we get such fundamental disagreements. We don't cover a lot of ground. We don't get so many contentious issues then. So we really feel, say, if we get over this glitch, the remaining issues not contentious, we're able for really get through them.
What are the remaining issues here? So what are the possibility of this report being launched on the 19th?
No, it's still very possible. Like I say, if we get over this issue, this moment, we get to work. So we'll get to work. Like as I move now, when I come to studio, so I get my laptop, all my documents, and then I'm bag. And as I get a call, say, let's get to work. We'll get to work and sit on the net and tomorrow and done this work here. So we're actually able for one. I mean, like I say, a lot of the issues are not contentious. Now, really, how we reform with electoral system. A lot of it get for do with like laws will change, how we reform the institutions, where we all really agree on, because that's the president's in agenda from day one. You know, that's where I'm in. After it gets a second time from the people.
The starting of this whole process, now one way some people get the view say it's just a waste of time because it not be start in a peaceful and amicable way. And most people they say this is not just for waste energy, time, and resources. Is it that the view of them people in the come to reality? So
no.
Because look at the end of the day, closing out to the conclusion of this committee, tripartite work. I mean, the opposition are the main one where they play key role. Don't make your objection.
No, that not to no mean saying a waste of time or resources. Now, make we don't say, even if we not be get tripartite, the reforms them with tripartite committee recommend now reforms them where the president be one for put in place. So recall say now the state opening of parliament, even before we get into the mediation dialogue with the APC, the president be announced saying it is set up an elections review committee for really look at the electoral infrastructure and try for strengthen them for make them go able to deliver for the people. Now, why I say this? In what say for every election in this country since we go to 2007, the opposition they complain. When
the SLPP complained back in 2012.
Yes, so 2007 SLPP complained when former President Kema was declared winner. 2012, where President Biona been candidate, he self-complained. 2018, APC complained. 2023, APC complained.
So this is kind of tit for tat. So they do we serve. So that's what they kind of look like.
So that's what it don't look like. So now that made the president say, if now this they happen after every election, then maybe we have some deficit in we electoral infrastructure. It says, so let's get together. More see how we go able for fix this system here, so for make it work for we, so them complaints here, so go reduce. But then when the president says so, the APC say the committee where the president recommend not go be independent or effective if it's chaired by the vice president or if other people are not included. So now that make when we go to the mediation agreement, mediation dialogue, we agree for set up this committee also.
So in terms of all this, from a point of view, I mean, generally, you think that this whole objection of the main opposition APC party fear to the whole committee in terms of the time, energy, and resources so they don't put together?
I actually feel it's very unfair at this very last minute. It's very, very unfair to even the APC members. We don't spend time. I know, say we all na the committee don't really give it time to this. We don't make immense sacrifice for deliver for country. We don't look at them. Say this is not even about APC or SLPP or government. This is about the people of Sierra Leone. Watch and say this now we own contribution. At some point, now the committee we even not be one for the refer to ourselves as APC or government or SLPP. We refer to ourselves as the committee. We don't travel across this country, so we don't go engage various stakeholders, traditional leaders, political party representatives, civil society, the media, members of the public, people that don't provide their own feedback. We don't come, we don't incorporate all that feedback there. We can't allow all of that for go to waste.
Okay.
Continue for stay with me, the program Alpha CC Deputy Justice Minister. We don't work with the Tripartite Committee. We come to the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. We now Sidi Yayah Tunis. As you get from Alpha CC, then are the committee ready for work. And even we say it so it's safe they call and say for go work. For the All People's Congress APC party, it's one press release where they don't suspend the participation into the work of the Tripartite Committee. 3 days to the launch or 2 days to the launch of the committee in reports. What's in need for be done now for make the APC start their participation back into the work of the Tripartite Committee?
Thank you very much. One thing will come out clear from even waiting Alpha say now the fact say problem there. The APC been get issues with their race. And then CCB do agree collectively for right to ECSL. But of course, then we get disagreement as to the content of, waiting for entail in the letter. Wait for go to ECSL. That now one aspect of it. So it shows that APC not just put out a release unnecessarily. Issue day when I make them put out the release. The other thing we say we very important and significant are the fact say they don't get challenges, and we self-aware of that, but they always don't find way for resolve them challenges internally, which means they don't engage. But of course, on this particular issue, the engagement stall, so disagreement happen. So in that way, they're not able to proceed. But I want to make this very clear. Like he says, we all committed to this. If you look, this is not just one of the resolutions we entail in the 8 resolutions that we happen at Bintumani. And if you look at how much, we don't adhere to the resolutions, then you will find out, say, APC don't do a lot, same way so government said don't do it at their own part. So we committed to this. And we hope that they were able to resolve this as how always they don't resolve the other issues, so that this work will be completed, because the whole country want for see this completed. We now the APC want for say I'm completed in a way that it will be acceptable to we all
so
at the end of the day.
This point on a raise now on a release. Is it that we do an early engagement internally before we come out to the public? That the member them, the APC party member them within the Tripartite committee?
I think so. Engagements don't they happen?
You think so?
Now you
talk about this particular woman I take this decision. Wanna put an
it is. I'm very certain. I'm very certain engagements they happen, and because their engagement then they stall, then fee say they're not to see any way from proceed. Now that make this happen. But of course,
how much
engagements don't they happen?
Consider the time, energy, and everything we don't put into this whole process. So make sure say the country next election. I mean, everybody and the whole committee and different body them get them right, so that no objection will come out from any party.
A lot of things happen where definitely nobody go be happy. For the fact say we come out clearly and say no, look at the elections process, tell you say plenty things don't go wrong where we want for see corrected. And that make in the process of writing their wrongs, then we don't want for make mistakes again. We don't want for left things that I will go continue for create doubts and aspersions, on the whole process. So we want for ensure say at the end of the day, all who are involved by this process here, so go there on the same page, go be satisfied with the work where they happen, and questions not go arise where then go don't complete their work. Accusations and unfounded allegations not go continue for be levied on people we particularly involved in this work. Now that we want for make sure say it happen in a way where
but at this time in stage, we go to say, I mean, this whole time looking at this final stage of presenting the work of the tripartite, to the president, this could look like an undermining the whole process, because people are going to ask why now.
No, how we go undermine something?
Because I'm also now object the final conclusion not going to be a reality. Then we'll definitely go out wait and look into anything with the main opposition object to, because now they play a key role in all of this.
It's up to you. Would they try for solve? Would they try for clean up with systems?
So why now?
Systems.
Minute.
Not to now. No, forget about the last minute. The fact of the matter is we want to see the work done. If something don't emerge, we go make it impossible for let that work they complete. We don't get for sit down. Enough for them make difference if we not come public. Then for us still sit down within themselves, they know the work internally. That days they go still. So like when it don't come out now, the level of discussions will be different, because now you're not only limited to the tripartite committee. Other players then go come inside. We probably go make them easier than how it don't be if it been left among the normal within the committee.
Now, when we look at the statement of Alpha Cisse Nayase, what they actually agreed upon now the tripartite, not to reflect now the APC party press release. we mean say from the tripartite committee to the APC, this miscommunication don't happen within, and this actually for be explained by APC members of the tripartite committee to the public as to within they agree upon and within appear now the work of the now the APC press release. Waiting don't be a challenge of the APC tripartite committee members for engage the media, explain actual things and where they happen at the tripartite.
Okay, so on our own side, on the APC side, we always don't call press conferences.
No, I mean the tripartite.
No, I explain now. We always don't call press conferences for ensure say the tripartite committee members then get the opportunity for update the public as to who side then they with the work, how far they with the work, what it on left, so that we all will be informed as to the activities of the tripartite committee. Right, so they don't do that one day. And whether they don't grant interviews individually, then they are not sure of. But as far as the party will be done, they make sure say then they regularly update with membership and the general public through press conferences, and at the party office. Waiting probably for them they happen, and which maybe for don't help for clear up most of them things there. Now if we be they see joint communications, now the tripartite committee together, regularly updating the public, maybe then they for don't help for solve some of them.
Because what make I come with this subject quick one clarification before we go for that break. I come with this issue because it don't really be a challenge for the media forget a tripartite committee member of the APC for talk to the media and even for appear on programs like this and explain, make I ask you, what it don't be the relationship of APC representative at the tripartite committee and the media exactly, and how the APC party go make sure say they're representative at the tripartite committee.
Ahead, that way they come out from the APC party. So definitely, if somebody get for go out for talk, be from within the publicity committee, unless if they request that technical stuff, discussions we get for do with the activities of the tripartite committee solely, then we can call them and ask that somebody come and represent the committee. But I sure say because
opposition APC party being gets concern for sake of this election where the snake government together with the APC party and development partner them been set up the tripartite committee where this committee then work. Now for look at concern them where people then be get for sake of this election and safe come up with recommendation them we go address the plenty electoral challenge where the country gets. As this committee then work they done June 19 this year, some people believe say this not term where power for change and now for sake of this make President Bio be address the nation for make people all peace with to and not mix pan violence.
Fellow citizens, today I stand before you not only as your president, but as a fellow Sierra Leonean deeply committed to the progress and prosperity of our beloved nation. Our journey towards a united and cohesive Sierra Leone is not just a vision, it is a shared mission that includes everyone. Your role as citizens is integral to this mission, and your contributions are deeply valued. Our history, rich with diverse cultures, traditions, and experiences, is a testament to our strength. However, we are also aware of the challenges we have faced and continue to face, challenges that have tested our unity and progress. Elections everywhere are often critical moments of contention due to the obvious divides created by party affiliations, ideologies, and opposing views. This is the beauty of democracy. The minority will have their say, but the majority will have their way.
President Bio continue for talk about the kind of support where in government don't give to the tripartite committee so that the committee go able to do their work fine one.
Since the signing of the agreement for national unity, my administration has ensured the establishment of the Tripartite Committee on Electoral Systems Review, operationalization of the inter-party dialogue, invited institutions for the formation of a team of moral guarantors and working on a framework to review legal cases. My administration continues to appeal to its international partners, whose support is crucial and deeply valued, to continue accompanying the rollout of the Agreement for National Unity so that it delivers on the prospects of facilitating systems and processes supportive of a national climate for critical reforms, unity, and national cohesion.
Peace, national unity, and cohesion. Now, one thing where the president say, Salon people for Old Skanga one.
I call on every Sierra Leonean to commit to fostering peace in their daily lives. Let us resolve conflicts through constructive dialogue and understanding. Let us teach our children the values of tolerance and respect so that they may grow up in a society free from hatred and division and love for our nation. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, reviewing our electoral system is critical to strengthening our democracy. In that spirit, during my last address to Parliament, I proposed the establishment of a National Elections System Review Committee as a first step to improving the electioneering process in Sierra Leone.
In same way, so being called on the leadership of the main opposition APC party and the Sierra Leone People's Party for preach peace among them supporter them.
I thank our diplomatic and development partners who have wholeheartedly supported this pathway to peace and progress in our country. I also thank the leadership of the APC and the SLPP for their continued support and commitment to peace in Sierra Leone. Most importantly, I thank every Sierra Leonean citizen for your continued patience and unwavering hope in our continued efforts to build a stable democratic society. I urge the main opposition, the APC, to demonstrate leadership and in clear conscience speak out frankly to their supporters that we must embrace each other and ensure peace and stability in Sierra Leone. Our SLPP government remains resolute in its commitment to promoting peace and stability in our nation. I reiterate my call to our supporters to embrace peace, unity, and progress in Sierra Leone. My government is working tirelessly to address our citizens' concerns and aspirations.
President Bio say the law go bet anybody we go out among the country in peace for sake of tripartite reports.
We are well aware that while the Tripartite Committee is committed to reviewing and evolving workable solutions to strengthening electoral democracy, some ill-informed people who are individuals with malicious intent and a disregard for our nation's peace and progress are bent on exploiting the committee's platform to foment trouble in the country. We would like to sound a note of warning to all involved to cease or be met with the full weight of the law.
President Bio end up calling Salon people not for mixed by anything we go among the country in peace and democracy. And self end up assure Salon people say in government ready for implement all the thing them. We go there inside the tripartite report where the committee go hand over to June 9.
For tell them say do this or not do that. We feel say the best approach now being that joint letter we've been for sent to ECSL where they come from the committee. You see, say even in ECSL in response, they not say the communication will go to them from the APC side, go outside the framework where they don't come for understand. See, the tripartite committee gets. I think if you've been coming from both sides, it will be better. However, we on the government side would say the documents that we ECSL on provide, we're able to take the work to conclusion. And if these things are important to APC, there are discussions happening on how we go beyond these. I'm not going able to break down details of all of that, but I really believe, say, at the end of these discussions, we're going to get back to the table, resolve the issues here, so, and then move on to the conclusion of the report.
So, in terms of this whole stage where the committee do reach now, outside the main opposition, the object. I mean, why una not try? Do not una not to ECSL? Why una not try for engagement and concern so that we'll not go get to this stage all day? Because if the objection is not looked into at the end of the day, the report will not be held to wait for BD19.
Well, not necessarily say if, if they not look into the objection. You understand? I think there are several ways you can get over this, right? One, you can just say, waiting and ask ECSL for, ECSL give them. Two,
is it that easy, like are you the talk and so for let it happen? Because if it's that easy, why we not see the solution solve in-house rather than come out into public.
Now, just
outside them pull a release and suspend the whole participation on the whole process.
I just state the options. So down one option. I know they say it easy. But first, I really not say waiting we be agree on as a committee. We for one day in a letter we will send to ECSL, not to that reflected in the press release. I think the press release shifts the goalpost significantly, and I can't speak for the APC. I don't know why, they should have released it. It's on them. But there are, like I said, there are options. One, you say, okay, that. But two, the APC side can backtrack and say, we will move on with this work without that information there. Three, we can able to say, okay, they modify the request, and see what they're able to get. These are all options, right? But the point is that really noting, say, them polling center results where the APC they ask for. Then said we don't see before now, they get them. They don't talk to before now. It happens say no more. They not produce them yet, but then we don't see them get them. You see, we also really note, like I say, I want to be very clear. I say I don't speak for the ECSL, but I just note say as somebody we don't take part in elections in this country, even before Akana government. We not ever get a system in the elections who say then details here. So beyond waiting, go don't be given to the polling agents and the polling centers for make we get them breakdowns here. So later come to the political parties.
This is a unique situation we are in. The opposition don't question the winning of President Bio, and we don't get a national dialogue where one of the pillars them that dialogue the Tripartite committee. Why the government know they prevail perhaps, or talk with the ECSL for make them release them data so the doubts on President Bio winning or not will be clear to the public?
Well, so the point is that we also make certain things clear. When we negotiate the terms of reference for the Tripartite committee, we spend 1 month to negotiate that. We all make them very clear, say this not for audit the 2023 elections.
Well, for correct some of the doubts then with so many people, raise one get for do with the opposition. We see some CS also where is a kind of like objection also.
Well, the point that when it comes to the CSOs, I can always say this, and I don't say this with the utmost respect to my brothers and sisters. Now APC, see, one of the reasons why we there now we new also released the data say the president will get 55%. APC say then disagree, right? So I don't say to my brothers and sisters on the APC side, say, you get for choose whether you believe new as a party or you don't believe new, but you can't take half of what new say and left the other one. Now you will see say in letter to the ECSL, the APC make reference to new than data, right? But this new, even when they come, now the Tripartite committee make them very clear say, the new data they show say there's a 10% gap between Dr. Samra Kamara and President Julius Maada Bio. But then the APC say their own data they show say they win by 58%. So one, they have not believed new than data, but then they want to hang on to RAM. That is a problem. So I think that side we get for be honest with yourself, but we don't be very clear. Just to make a add that we don't be very clear. Say this not supposed to be an audit of 2023. We agree. Say we get for look at 2023 and previous elections going back to 2007. So we fix the system. We address the challenges where they in the electoral system, and then we recommend reforms where will serve good purpose for this country in elections as we go forward.
Well, that's not the Deputy AG, Alpha Sise, and also member of the Tripartite for the SLPP party. ABD update on the status of the Tripartite committee, they work and waiting and think about the main opposition and decision for say they don't suspend in participation in this whole process. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and now we go for a break.
Any hour where you sleep and wake, you dey ask yourself, wetin GT Bank get for we again? Well, GT Bank gladly for tell you say, anybody can do MoneyGram and real money service na any GT Bank branch near you and receive gift wey go make you at gladly. It not mean say pass you be GT Bank customer. It like you not to customer na the bank. Just back a go na any GT Bank branch near you and do you real money or MoneyGram service and receive fine gift from GT Bank. GT Bank, it go better. You bank with me.
Good morning, Salon. The program is the country from 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we continue to look at more issues. We go to the medical superintendent, the medical superintendent, the Lumley, the medical superintendent at the Pediatric Center of Excellence Hospital, Dr. Aishatu Mustafasi. This center get capacity for provide service to 10,000 picking them every year. He talk this way government go open this hospital now Lumley way for picking them. For more on this we join Kabia.
Commitments na the universal health coverage na for make salon people get access to well body service, for make government reduce the way how under 5 picking them and belle woman dem don dey die na the country, make government with them partner them. Don't go open the Pediatric Center of Excellence Hospital na Lumley. The Pediatric Center of Excellence Hospital na hospital where the Japanese government support under them project when a strengthening children's hospital in the Republic of Sierra Leone through the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, and this hospital cost over $16 million. Dr. Aishatu Mustafa, now the medical superintendent at this hospital, been talk about the kind of facility them where the hospital gets.
This hospital, comprising 2 buildings, is designed to house a specialized facility with an inpatient capacity of 142 plus 46 beds for the mothers of the newborn in 7 units. We have a pediatric emergency, pediatric surgical ward, pediatric oncology, special care baby units, kangaroo mother care, which is also a component of managing newborns, pediatric intensive care unit, and the high dependency unit. There is a specialized pediatric operations department for specialized services. This unit is equipped with ultrasound scans, electrocardiograms, echocardiograms, electroencephalograms, and many more.
In continue for talk about the number of picking we get for benefits from the hospital in service every year.
The facility is a teaching hospital for training of both undergraduate and postgraduate medical personnel. Once this hospital is fully operational, it is projected that over 10,000 patients will access medical care yearly. With this, there is a brighter future for child.
Dr. Austin Demby, now the Minister of Health, been gets this for say.
The President is very clear in this vision of universal health coverage, which means healthcare for all. And if you're looking for healthcare for all, the healthcare system should see everybody, the 8 million of us, everybody. It is equally important that as the healthcare system sees people, that people see themselves in the healthcare system.
But why the Japan government been decide for support Salon government for build this hospital? Suzuku Momoku, now the chief representative for the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, he explained.
The 166 beds installed in the center are for children in need with specialized medical care. The center is expected to contribute to the improvement of quality of pediatric care in Sierra Leone and to ease the burden of Ola Children's Hospital, which has been the sole hospital offering specialized hospital pediatric care. On behalf of JICA, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to those who worked and supported the successful implementation of the project.
Where immediate talk on behalf of community people na the Lumley community, the Deputy Speaker na Parliament, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, been talk about the change where this hospital go bring na the Lumley community for sake of picking well body business.
And they promised us that we will transform this place. But transforming this place was not easy. We had a lot of squatters here. We were puzzled, we were struggling how to fix the pieces to the jigsaw. It came to our hand. People that were paying 1,500,000 per year as house rents went to him with a proposal. We gave each of them 15 million euros so that they can move out of the government's own facility. That is the heart of the president and believes in people.
Where immediately open this hospital to the public, the President Julius Madabio be start first for talk about the challenge them where the country they face for picking well body business.
About 6 years ago, my administration was faced with a Herculean task of reducing infant
mortality, which was at a staggering peak of 75 per 1,000 lifetimes. Also, the Olajurin Children's Hospital was faced with overcrowding, with an occupancy rate
for the support where they don't give salon at the well body sector, and self been called on development partner them for support salon na different area them, more especially in the health sector. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the reports.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. From that report, they will come over to we studio get them as inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they look at the status of the Tripartite Committee, their work, and the position of the All People's Congress APC party on the committee. Also, they poll a really state say they don't suspend their participation and state the reason why they take that decision. Well, inside the program now, they come over to Sidi Yayah Tunis, National Publicity Secretary, as we just end with the Deputy AG. Over to you, Sidi. The issue of this committee, now for let everybody be sincere in terms of whatever decision they take, and also let the country correct some of the wrongs in the next election. You being a member of the APC, you're not a part of this committee, how much you can really be informed? So whatever you can say to the public, it's based on sincerity and truth of the whole process.
In the first place, let us not just limit onto the committee. Let us look holistically at the entire agreement where emanate from Bintumani, and you look at how much APC don't go in implementing their resolutions then they, and that will inform you as to how sincere and committed we did. The resolution 3, yes, don't this don't emerge now as a major challenge, but of course they don't do plenty work. Let's not forget, say now almost 6 months they don't take parties. They don't do plenty work. They don't come as far as this length, and we always don't do it as a party. Now, the very sincerity make we take this action so that at the end of the day we'll be able to consistencies. So it is very much important for let us clear all the doubts that we always cast around with elections. That make both sides say, let us review the systems, let us look at the systems, let us correct, let us even look at the laws that we govern elections, let us look at which side we go wrong with the elections they are so. So in doing so, we in the APC want for ensure say it is done right so that next term we'll not go come back, begin the review. Let us not forget, we don't review laws. We don't get the 2002 Public Elections Act or so. We count to 2012 Public Elections Act. Just before 2023 elections, we get 2022 Public Elections Act. And with all of that, the things then still they go wrong. So it means we need for look at things that we will not be done they look at before. And that is why this time, jointly, both the government, representing the SLPP and the APC, we should don't say, okay, now we don't win elections now this country. Now we are the two main political parties. Now we bring in other stakeholders then and address these elections issues once and for all. So we cannot be insincere with this. We not go allow compromise for happening with this, which is why we will zero in on all the areas that we feel say challenges there, we feel say we need for clean up. So at the end of the day, we will present a report. We're really holistic, we're encompassing, we're involving, we're inclusive of all of the challenges that we feel say we face during the elections they are so.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. In name na Sidi Yayah Tunis, in the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Inside the program, we'll go for short music break.
Kenya told me not the one that I say why God they show we did for election that's how we connect.
To young program, but will not get control over the party activities or political parties, the activities as to whether them for send power or whether they not for send. So Radio Democracy being wish for gets a tripartite committee member at the studio, but the APC send Sidi Yayah Tunis as the person where they represent and talk for them. And I hope this goes settle the issue of not having a tripartite committee member of the APC as the production team try their best for get one.
More message inside the program, and this one from a Facebook page where they come out from Mark 10 and New England Village. Say some of these politicians are not sincere with themselves. Talk less of the citizen. People are suffering in the country, but all they care about is a political interest. Prosperity, we judge you guys from Mark 10 and New England Village.
This one from Sombi now with 0779819819 say please 98.1 ask the studio guest to explain to the public whether the recommendations from the Tripartite committee have right to conduct fresh elections or replace sitting president. Please educate the public on this. From Sombi now is 0779819819.
This other one who they take where they come out from Creo Bobona with Facebook page, they say projection is not exact science. New only had 750 polling agents for over 11,000 polling stations, and their projection was based on the small sample. Their projection might have been a way off due to the tiny fraction of samples.
This one from 077981981 line is say, Yaya, do you Sidi Yayah Tunis, do you have the results reconciliation forms for all the polling stations and centers right across the country at your party? If yes, then publish it for us to see and don't keep quiet on it.
Another one, they say with all of this, the APC has not shown any sign of evidence. They are just complaining as they used to stall governance and democracy.
This one, I say ECSL and governments are kindling with a vicious of fire. If you really want the race, why hide your certificates? You are erasing eyebrows.
This one I will take, and the last one from my own side, they say in all of this, let's put Mama Salon first. That should be the interest of all.
This one from Alim Sise, where go be my last text message for today, say the government should act with sincerity and make sure the reform of the tripartite be successful. They should know that they will one day be in opposition and they will want to regret what APC is undergoing. Well, from that text message here, we come to Sidi Yayah Tunis. We go respond to the message here before we come to the deputy AG for respond to some of the text messages them. But see the issue of Democracy Radio not inviting a tripartite committee member. I think now one way the APC party want for make clear to the public and listeners of Radio Democracy.
I mean, I don't touch on them earlier. When actually the invite come to the office, the invite say would they come for can discuss the press release where the APC put out, which is why, you know, are there as national publicity secretary. Well, now that come to me, you know, so and I'll be specifically say that, you know, now for go in depth into the tripartite activities. But of course, like I don't promise now, if that is the case in the future, I go ensure as national publicity secretary of the party, even though they, you know, work, you know, then they represent we in the committee. If we not request, you know, that somebody for come, I go make sure say we get person from the tripartite committee for can represent we.
And we want to use this opportunity for tell you say the institution really they get challenged for get tripartite committee member for the talk always. So you can respond to messages them.
Okay, so in the first place, I want to tell somebody say APC they try for stagnate the country. No, we not call for stagnation in any way. You know, we activities don't actually show say on all sides we committed for ensure say we implement to the fullest the national unity agreement will emanate from Bintumani. So we not call for stagnation. And also make I use this opportunity for address the one where they talk say, oh, they always don't challenge elections now this country. Yes, we always don't challenge elections now this country. But this, I believe, say now the first one, this really we don't get a situation wherein, you know, institutions, not only the opposition parties, every institutions we get for do with elections business don't come out and clearly, you know, say they don't feel say the statistics will come out from the results correct. And now the first time this also we all acknowledge say we get problem with we systems. Let's review we election systems for make sure say then challenges that we on the face in the past will not go continue for face them. So important and significant for this country for let we all, you know, put aside, the aspersions we get, put aside, the anticipations and the allegations, against committee members, them or even beyond, for make sure say we really zero in on making sure we address this issue we'll get at hand, so that at the end of the day we will get this right and we'll not go come back next time for Sido again they talk about election credibility or not. And I want for end, because I know say maybe I know we'll get another bite, for say that to we members and we supporters them, that this release will put out, we clearly specify why it go out, and we will continue for call on them for remain calm and law abiding. The APC not at any point on any given time don't ask for demonstration or protest of any nature. We ask all we members and supporters them and the general public, in the interest of the progress and development of this country, will remain calm. Let them not participate by no protest. Let them not get themselves involved in any protest. We as a party not plan protest. We not call for protest, and we call on everybody not for participate. When we want for protest, we know the due process. We go follow the due process, and we go call for protest.
Okay.
As it is now, we not call for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Sidi Yayah Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary for APC. We come to Alpha Sisi, Deputy Justice Minister, for responding to text message them quickly inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much for this. I just want for, so to respond to the text messages here. I just want for say, yes, this election, one of many firsts, as my brother say, but also acknowledge and say, it's not the very first time when a sitting president actually watch say I complain when at the opposition, then complain against me when at the serve as president. So let's actually take like a holistic look at the process and try for fix them. So I want to put that on record. For people concerns them about as reflected in the text messages, I want to start with the last one. We ask whether one of the recommendations could be for call for fresh elections. No, the Tripartite committee not get any mandate or authority for call for fresh elections. The only way you go get you go question election results and invalidate them, and where you go na court. That's not the case in this situation. Like I don't say another place. The next election in this country, na 2028. There's no intention for call the president in time short. What the Tripartite committee go do now for recommend reforms. So we'll make sure say the 2028 elections, and then the elections after that, all conducted in a free, fair, and credible manner will be accepted by everyone. But I also want to use this moment for really say yes. We don't do plenty work as a committee, and within discussions with your brothers and with sisters at the APC side, we will resolve this issue also. We will move on the committee, go reconvene, and we will complete this very important task here. So for the country, I also want for not on the final note say really, this one of the documents that we ECS have been provided to we really nice summary of all the districts results, and we lead to the total. They may not give it that document. They will really feel say we go able to conclude this work here. So with this, and other documents, and we don't get already, we negotiate in good faith, and we want to make the public trust this process here. So it not be meant for be easy. Every process gets hiccups. This is not just one of the challenges we don't face, and we'll get over them and complete this very important task also for the country.
Okay, thank you very much for joining Saturday edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Alpha Sisi, Deputy Justice Minister, and also Sidi Yayah Tunis end up with a call to supporters them. What in could be you call as government official?
Just one platform for news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one.